Hello everyone, myself Namneet. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Firstly, subscribe my channel if you want to boost your score. Today I will give you one sample of speaking that will helpful for you in order to increase your score in the speaking module. And in this way you can also take one sample and one idea how you should speak while the question which will be asked by the examiner to you while you are speaking. So let's go with the speaking. Tell me about your full name.
My full name is Arshdeep Singh Mahal.
Where are you from?
I hail from Puchmandi, which is located near Bathinda.
Okay. Tell me about your academic background.
Recently I passed my senior secondary education from Lord Rama Public School, which is located at Bathinda.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask some question which is related to chocolate. How often do you eat chocolate?
I love to eat chocolate, and mostly whenever I went to market, that time I prefer to buy it.
What's your favorite flavor of chocolate?
My favorite chocolate flavor is the dark chocolate, because it give me energy and it also make my brain active.
Okay. Is it expensive or cheap to purchase the chocolate in your nation?
Well, it's depend upon the company and brand of the chocolate. Mostly the chocolates which are exported or imported from other nations, that are quite expensive, but whereas the chocolates which are prepared in my country are very cheap.
Okay. Chocolates are more popular.
Yes, so mostly childrens like to eat different kinds of chocolates, and they have a keen interest in the chocolates, so that's why I think that chocolates are very popular.
It has predicted by some of the scientists that a high level of diabetes is detrimental to health. That can be counted in the chocolate. In spite of knowing everything, why the people prefer to eat the chocolates?
Well, some of the people have a hobby about eating the chocolate, and they want to eat different kind of thing, and rather than thinking about the problem of diabetes. But nowadays there mostly chocolates are sugar free, and which have a great taste.
Okay. Now I'm going to ask some question which is related to photograph. Do you like photographs?
Yes, I like photographs because it is a very convenient way to capture the memory, and whenever we want to recap our memory, that time we can see the photographs.
Do you prefer to take a selfie or take a photo from others?
Well, I am a shy person, so that's why I do not ask to other for clicking my photographs. So that's why I click photographs with myself.
Okay. What type of views do you always capture while taking the photographs?
Mostly, I prefer to capture that kind of views which are related to the nature, and which have a beautiful scenery.
Have you ever framed any type of photo at your home?
No, I never framed any type of photo, because I only wanted to capture the photographs in my mobile phone.
I'm going to give you one topic that is known as a cue card because it is the second part of speaking. For the cue card, you can take 1 minute and you have to speak for 2 minutes. Your cue card is talk about an interesting old person you met recently. Who is this person? How you met him? How you know him? And what do you do with him? Why you found he is more interesting?
Undeniably, in the present time, mostly older people have a great role in the society, because they work a lot for the betterment of the society. And here I would like to talk about that kind of person whom I recently met. The name of that person is Surjit Singh. I met him in during a party when I went to Patiala with my cousin. That time we went to Patiala for that time we went to Patiala for to attend a party, and that time during the party, while dancing, I met with that old man. And I was quite and that time I saw that the man was dancing. But that time I saw that the man was dancing, and he danced very well. But first of all, I thought that he is about 60-year-old. Apart He is about 60-year-old. Instead of that, he was dancing very well. And that time I told to the uncle, first of all, I wish him a good evening. That time I talked to the uncle that why you was quite fit and young. That time he said that he was a army soldier, and he has a hobby of yoga and morning walk, and that's why he was quite fit and young. And that's why me and after a lot of gossips, he become he me and he become a very good friend. And he told me about the whole story that he was alone in his family, and there was nobody that lives with him. And he also work a lot of for the betterment of the society. And that's why he is the person with whom I met, and I felt very interesting. And I felt that the person whom I meet is very interesting because he is very young, and he also work for the betterment of the society. So that's why I think he is a very interesting person. Thank
You
you.
should add some of the excitement in your cue card. Like, I was totally surprised when I came to know about his age. He was near about 70, but I was guessing that he was about 40 just because of his fitness. And second interesting thing you can also add in your cue card while speaking, that one of the most interesting part, in spite of having a loneliness, he was alone at home. And he has lost his all family in the accident, one car accident. But despite this, he was very happy. And it was one of the interesting thing. We should always stay alive for every moment, and we should enjoy every second of our life. We should not lose our heart in the hour of difficulty. So now I'm going to ask some question which is related to your topic. Do you think old people and young people can share the same interest?
Yes, I think that the old people and youngsters can share the same interest, because while sharing the same interest, they can strengthen their bond and can believe on each other.
What kind of skill can old people teach to the young people?
Well, there are numerous kinds of skills that can old people taught to the youngsters, such as they can teach them about the honesty, and they can also teach about giving respect to each other, and also teach about loving with each other.
These are the traits, qualities of the person, not the skills. Skills, culinary skill, pedagogic skill, oratorical skill, these type of skill we can use. What skill can young teach to the old?
There are numerous kinds of skills that a young teach to the old, such as they can teach about the use of technology, and they can teach us how we can do our work in a few minutes with the help of technology and many other things.
Is there anything else that can be learned by the old people from the young people?
No, I do not think so. But there is only one thing that
Enjoyment. How every moment of life can be enjoyed by a person, and they can also learn about the happiness and excitement of youngster to live longer more. Do you think the old people should live with their families, and why?
Yes, I think that old people should live with their family, because in this way they can know about their families, and they can also spend time with their grandparents and with their grandsons and their sons. And in this way they can also strengthen their bond and make a good bonding with their family.
In the old age, people behave like as a children, so they need the extra supervision and care also. That is more beneficial for the old people. When they live with their families, they do not feel lonely. When they live with their families, they get every type of support, because they has a great requirement of the medicine, and regular medicines they can be taken when they have a grandson, granddaughter, and son and daughter with them. In this way, they feel more happy, and later day of life they can enjoy, because it cannot be wrong to say that most of the frequent part of their life they have to devote towards their families. So it is a fundamental duty of the son and daughter and the grandchildren also to pay the attention towards the old people, and they should always stay with their families, because it is one of the place where they feel more comfortable. So this is one of the speaking. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
So ਇਸ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ AC speaking hope ਕਰਦੀ ਹਾਂ properly ਸਮਝ ਆਇਆ ਹੋਊਗਾ. You should add, while making your cue card, you should add some of the interesting content With the help of sample of speaking, which is always given by me, you can learn about some of the materials that can make your speaking more interesting, and some of the innovative and constructive ideas can be added by you that will be helpful to get the 7+, 8+ band score. Thank you so much.